Hello and thanks for joining us for a late night newscast coming to you from Arirang's news centre in Seoul. I'm Mark Rubin. And we start with the second round of reunions for families separated by the Korean War. And it has been another emotionally charged day at the Mount Kumgang resort in North Korea as families torn apart by the Korean War are seeing each other again for the first time in well over 6 decades. They'll have 2 more precious days together on Sunday and Monday. For the details on the first day, we connect to our Unification Ministry correspondent Song Ji-sun, who is standing by at the Inter-Korean Dialogue headquarters in Seoul. Ji-sun.
As I saw firsthand in the first round of reunions, participants from the 2 Koreas have called on the governments to hold these kind of events on a regular basis and more hopefully reunification so that they could one day live together before it's too late. 90 South Korean families who sought their families living in the north, whose hometowns are also mostly located on the northern side of the border, finally met their loved ones. Seeing his son, who is now in his 70s, South Korea's oldest participant, 98-year-old Lee Seok-ju, said he was devastated that this will be the first and last time he will be able to see his son after waiting for 65 years.
얼른 하나가 돼가지고 2, 3 가족이 없어야 되는데 완전 아들한테 내려가면 여기를 다시 못 보겠다.
아버지가 더 오래오래 장소에서 동통일까지 봐야 되잖아.
To 86-year-old Chun Gu-myung, his wife that he left in his hometown in the north is still so beautiful even after 6 decades.
그렇게 이쁜데
예뻐요.
키가 작아. 근데
여기 앉아 계시니까 그렇지.
그때 키 컸는데.
Now, those are just a couple of heartbreaking stories we have to share here. And with that, day 1 of the 3-day reunion came to a close this morning, this evening with a banquet hosted by North Korea. There will be an individual reunion session on Sunday morning where they get to exchange gifts in the privacy of their hotel rooms. Mark?
Yeah, Ji-sun, hearing those stories is, of course, extremely moving and sad. It's hard to comprehend what those people and the tens of thousands of other separated families have had to go through. We also heard during our last newscast at 6 p.m. that there are other families reuniting, those who were not separated by the Korean War, but whose stories are equally heartbreaking. Tell us about those. Yes, there are special cases like these 2 families who got to meet their family members who were abducted by North Korea during and after the Korean War. Now, 88-year-old Lee Bok-soo met her son Chung Gun-muk, who is now 64, and abducted by North 43 years ago. He was taken along with 24 other crew members aboard a fishing boat in the West Sea in 1972. Showing his family in the north, Chung comforts his weeping mother, saying he's content with his life in North Korea.
저 세상에서 살아있어? 근심걱정이 살고 있어.
Now, thousands of South Koreans are thought to have been kidnapped by the North during and after the war, but Pyongyang has never officially acknowledged that fact. And now we'll keep you updated throughout the second round of the reunions. Back to you, Mark.
Well, thank you ever so much for that report, Ji-sun. That was our Song Ji-sun reporting at the Inter-Korean Dialogue headquarters in Seoul on that reunion event for war-separated families.